Welcome to Coffee with Alain this morning, and it's story time. Going to be sharing a story, the candle philosophy, here in a moment. Before I share the story, I want to say good morning to folks. I have my best teacher ever mug. I actually got this mug from my wife, who's a teacher, but I've been a teacher for a long time too. In the 80s, I taught at the 2nd Infantry Division Scout Sniper School in Camp Casey, South Korea, as an assistant instructor there. Early 90s, I taught at the University of Montana, an undergraduate class on success principles. I taught English in Japan. I taught English in Korea to pay the bills while I was in Asia studying my martial arts and Asian philosophy and culture. Came back to the United States. I taught at the Center for Leadership Development when I worked there. I've been teaching martial arts in Missoula since the late 1990s. I teach not only in Missoula, but I teach seminars around the country in different places. The most prominent place I teach for seminars would be the Korean Martial Art Festival every spring. But I've always been a teacher myself. My wife is a teacher, hence the best teacher ever mug. And the story I want to share today has a little bit to do about teaching, and that's why I have that theme running. Before I share the story, I want to thank everybody for the comments and the shares and the likes, and appreciate your continued help getting these out to everybody. And if you haven't signed up for the newsletter that's starting up in July, go to Enjoy Life Safely right now, put your name and email, get on that list so you don't miss those emails. Emails are going to share things on staying safe, enjoying life, and being exceptional. So make sure that you sign up for that email. The story today is from The Storyteller, The Wisdom and Legend of Lore by Dennis Dallas and Mike Chiat. Dennis Dallas was one of my first early martial art instructors way back in the 80s. Also trained with him in the 90s when I was living in Helena. And he used to tell little stories after class sometimes. It had a moral or a message, and then he put the collection of stories in this book. So this morning's story, The Candle Philosophy. A student came to his teacher and asked, "Why is it so difficult for me to fix my mistakes? When I watch you do the movement, it makes perfect sense. But when I try to make my body perform, it just doesn't feel the same." The instructor lit a candle and asked the student to observe. Then the instructor said, "One burning candle illuminates everything around it, yet its own base remains dark. People are like this. We can see everyone else's faults easily and clearly, but we are blind to our own." He then lit a second candle and placed it beside the first, saying, "Two burning candles can illuminate each other's bases. An instructor should be like a second burning candle. He can put light on your faults. In the student, the instructor sees his own faults." That's an important message, isn't it? And it's one of the reasons when I was young in my martial art journey as far as teaching that I started teaching. I moved back from Korea and went to law school here in Missoula, Montana. Nobody in this area was doing the Hapkido that I do. Nobody taught the curriculum. Nobody was training the same as I was training in Korea. Shihan Dallas, Mark McYoung, and my instructor in Korea all encouraged me to teach. Through teaching, I became better, as well as helping others learn my martial art. And a good instructor will see that in the students and learn his own faults and improve on himself or herself, just as they help students improve as well. If you have a skill, whether it's martial arts or something in a different realm, teach others and you will become better. You will discover your own faults where you can improve on them. You will also discover how you will have to analyze and look at things in a different way and break them down so you can relay them to others. And that's what good instructors do. And that's why there are some people that they have magnificent skills, whether that's martial arts or something else, but they're not good at teaching others because they haven't taken the time to learn and develop the skill of breaking things down to share with others, to help them from that novice level to get to that level of expertise that the expert has. You learn to do this, you will become better and you will be able to help others. So that's the candle philosophy. You can apply it to anything that you are good at that you're teaching someone else. I apply it to martial arts. My instructor who told this story applied it to martial arts, but it actually is a life skill that goes beyond the arts, and it goes to anything that you're good at that you want to help someone else become good at as well. So that's a little story, little message for Thursday. I'm going to sign off, get busy doing some work. Going to go get a haircut, so tomorrow won't be quite as long. I hope you have a terrific Thursday. Go sign up for that email. They're starting up in July. Don't want you to miss one. And I'll see you tomorrow.